Hello and welcome to Windy River Farm. My name's Charlie. I am out here today pruning up my tomatoes. I have like 5 rows, I guess, of tomatoes, and I probably have about 14 different varieties, I think, out here right now. I had put up cattle panels in my garden this year, which I hadn't done before. I usually end up staking my tomatoes, and it doesn't really work well by the time the end of the season. They're always, falling over and the bottoms are rotten. So, my cattle panels, I did it this way this year, and it's been a hot minute since I've been out here and done any pruning and tying them back up to the panel. So, that's what I'm doing today. So I'm just cutting off the bottom about a foot or so and keeping it clear so nothing's touching the ground, and cutting off all like the little sucker branches in between and keeping just my few main branches going through. So I'm hoping that gives me a better yield this year. Last year I didn't have much. I ended up having like the big massive the caterpillars, but like the really huge ones, though I think they're called hornworms, and those ended up taking over a lot of my garden last year. So I'm out here pruning them up this time. I don't see signs of any sort of bugs or anything, or caterpillars or anything yet, so that's really good. But I have these right here, if you can see them. These are my Amish paste tomatoes. So I have 2 different varieties of paste tomatoes. And then I have some Jet Star and Jet Setters just for like my slicing tomatoes. I have Sun Gold and cherry tomatoes, and the yellow pear for just my snacking tomatoes mainly. And that's mainly just me because nobody else in my house actually eats plain tomatoes. So I have a lot of stuff, and so I can do ketchup, and salsa is a huge favorite here. Tons of salsa. And so we need a lot of tomatoes, so that's why I'm trying a different way this year, trying to make sure that I get a better harvest of it. We do have some local farms that if I needed to, I can buy in bulk, but it just always seems so much better when it comes nice and fresh from my own garden. So I'm going to get back to it. We're prepping for a 26 by 38 barn addition. We have just really outgrown the barn that's here, so we're going to be adding on. We're setting it up for either tie-ups or stanchions for the cows. We haven't really decided which yet. Fortunately, my greenhouses are going to have to find a new home. But it'll be well worth it to have more space for all of our animals. Are we going to put some on the top too? Or are we just going to do the chicken? Or are we going to do the chicken sausage?
Do the chicken sausage.
And I'll put these both on the same.
We'll put the chicken sausage on after.
Yeah. So I'm coming back out to put some more chips in our smoker. Much loved smoker. We use it quite a bit. One thing I love about this one is how we load it, so I don't have to open the door up or anything. It has this little take it out. I don't generally have to take it all the way out, just because I'm trying to do everything one-handed here. And I just fill the chips. Usually I just leave it right in when I fill it, but again, it's one-handed, so I can't hold it in there. And it just goes right in. Turn it, and it just dumps all the chips in there, so you don't lose any heat in the smoker. No mess. I've had other smokers where when you fill it, you end up getting smoke back in your face, which is obnoxious to say the least. So this one, yeah, it just has that one little thing. You just fill it up, and it'll last me at least a couple hours, just a handful or two in there. And smoke's great. Okay, it's been about 4.5 hours since I put my chicken in, so let's see what it looks like. Chicken doesn't take as long. Pork, I'll put in for all day if I put in a pork roast. See the smoke? Things like that take a lot longer. A whole chicken really takes 4 to 5 hours, and it's totally done. So there, that's what that looks like. Did some chicken sausages, and there are my chickens. So as you can tell, they're already broke apart, which means they're nice and done. That's not burnt. That's just kind of the smoke on the outside. They just come out dark like that. It's my favorite part. I can pick it off and eat it. So yeah, everything's good. So it looks like I am pulling supper off the smoker. And that's a wrap for today. So if you like our videos, please like us and subscribe. See you next time.